90 million Indians are suffering from depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and similar mental disorders. And 90% of them are not getting help. This is why I decided to make this video. In today's video, I'm going to share something very personal which I never dreamt of sharing on the camera. Today, I'm going to share how I battled anxiety. Watch the video till the end to understand how. If you too are suffering from anxiety, depression, hypertension, or similar disorders, know that you can change it yourself. You can ask for help. But before that, please click the subscribe button if you like me. If you like my videos, please click the thumbs up button. So, let's get started. I'm not a medical professional and all the facts shared in this video are personal and as per my experience. Also, today's video is a longer video than other videos, so please watch till the end. Who isn't anxious? You, me, everyone else is. Like, when will this lockdown open? When will the flights resume? When will our normal life be back? When can we go back to office? When will the maids resume? But when this anxiety disrupts our ability to perform daily activities, it seizes our capability to do normal things. It interrupts our sleep, our food habits, our work, our relationships, and everything else. Only then it is known as an anxiety disorder. It often takes the form of depression, panic attacks, obsessive compulsive disorder, hypertension, etc. etc. But sadly, if you sneeze, cough, have a stomachache, you run to the doctor. But anxiety, depression, and other mental disorders like this are not even considered as a disease in India. It is considered as a taboo. Meeting a psychiatrist or a counselor is something which is looked down upon. People don't even go ahead and discuss it. Honestly, it took me a lot of courage, months and weeks of thinking whether I should make this video or not, whether I should come forward and share my story with you or not. But I decided to do it so that if you are struggling too, at any point in your life, know that it's normal. There is nothing to be ashamed about. My story. Flashback 26. I was married in 2015. My life was good. I was in Hyderabad and I went to US for 3 to 4 weeks those time, and that was a dream come true moment for me. Things at work were progressing well too. So according to most of us, I was leading a normal life, a happy life. I was also very happy that I was doing good at work. I was managing a team back home. I had a great family. Just 2 to 3 weeks after I came back from US, I'd spent so many sleepless nights. I felt that maybe my body clock has changed, maybe it's a jet lag. But after taking a day or off or two, when I went back to office, I somehow felt very disturbed. And whenever I discussed this with my friends or family or my husband, he said, maybe you are just tired because of work, because of home, because of a new marriage and everything else. One week hence, one day I was giving a presentation to my team and I could not speak. It's like I lost my voice. I was palpitating in the middle. And I was so tired that I sat down. I felt sick and I wanted to cry from deep down my stomach. I did not know what was wrong. When I came back home, my husband said that you should take a day off and relax. I did so, but nothing changed. I went to office and came back from there monotonously. I was not happy about anything. I was irritated and grumpy, and I mostly blamed it to my sleeplessness. One week hence, on a minor disagreement over a customer call, I cried. That was the first time it happened in my career of 6 to 7 years. I was embarrassed to be able to show myself so vulnerable in front of my colleagues or my team members. I thought something is really wrong with me, that I cannot sleep, I cannot do normal tasks. Even I could not walk from the bus stop to my home. I had this palpitation in my heart where I was feeling that my heart is beating very fast. Whenever I tried to sleep, I could not. Even if I could sleep, I would wake up at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and feel sad about everything in life. So, if I could not know that I needed help, how would my husband know? But one day we decided that we should go to a doctor and we should discuss. So, after 2 weeks of this, I went to a doctor, my general physician. When she was shocked when she checked my BP, it was very, very high, and after 15 minutes it was again low. So my BP graph was fluctuating high, low, high, low, high, low. She put me on some medication, asked me to stop working out, stop going to work, take some rest, some BP medication plus some sleeping pills, which helped me sleep better. 2 to 3 weeks I only slept. I did not go to office, take or took a break from office, and I just slept. I improved, I felt better, but I was low. I was deep down, I was low. I could not pinpoint on what happened. One day, just maybe 4 or 5 days after that, I was sleeping in the bedroom, and my husband was watching TV in the drawing room. I asked him for a glass of water 2 3 times. Maybe he could not hear it, but I was so angry about that my lips turned blue, that I could not speak, that it was like I will break the entire house. I thought that I was having a heart attack. I thought that my life is going to end right now. He dragged me to the ER, emergency room, immediately. And when I went there, I was questioning the doctors that am I going to survive? Am I okay? Am I okay? And all that. I was in a state of anxiety and panic. I have never known or seen myself like this. Next day, my regular doctor realized that this is an anxiety disorder and I had faced a panic attack. And she put me on therapy with a psychiatrist, with a counselor. And honestly, that helped. That helped because I could talk. That helped because she could pinpoint the cause. And then she suggested my husband that I should be with my loved ones, maybe my family, my parents, and should be taken home. The next day, we booked the flight and we went home. I stayed with my family for a couple of days, and I recovered. But this entire episode of this depression or anxiety took a lot of time to completely wipe out. Mostly something around 10 to 11 months. It did not go away in a month or so. So, what was wrong? What did I do? And how did I recover? I will break this in few parts, in few points, and I think these are generic. If you have ever felt these strange emotions within you, then you will resonate with me. And I'm sure my tips are going to help you. Step one, I would say, that is the most important. Seek support. Don't shy away. Seek support from your family. Seek support from your spouse or any special friend, maybe a counselor, maybe a psychiatrist. Don't let emotions for anything bottle up. Honestly, I was labeled as mad by one of my own family members when they heard that I was going to a psychiatrist and going through therapy and was meeting a counselor. But I, I cried like a baby that time. But my husband was my pillar of support who helped me to sail through. So, the first step for any such disorder is to seek support. And from my personal experience, your parents will never let you down. They are the best support you can have. Your siblings will never let you down. I even confided in my grandmother. But I confided when, after bottling of my emotions for a year or for 2 years or so. Had I done this earlier, I would not have reached this stage. So please, please, please seek support. Access the cause. Something is definitely stressing you out. I'm sure there are multiple reasons for people to be depressed, for people to be anxious, for people to be disturbed mentally. But I know that there might be some point or some factor where you cannot pinpoint when you reach this stage. But when you are in your normal senses, when you are in your normal self, best self, when you are alone, access the cause. For me, I'm ashamed to admit that from the first day till the breakout of this episode, I almost cried every night to my husband for no fault of his. I blamed him for everything wrong in life. Family dynamics, the complicated relationships somehow overwhelmed me. So, anything fair or unfair that happened to me, I held my husband responsible for it. As I retrospect, I realized that he had no control over such things. So I had bottled up this emotions inside me for, almost an year, that this man cheated me into this marriage. Today I feel foolish that I ever said so. So I thought that he hid a lot of things for me. So that maybe that cause bottling, but I never went and told that this man cheated me to my parents, to my best friends. On Facebook and Instagram, we had really a good and happy and loving life, but that was not the case because I was always the complaining rant. So access the cause. So during those difficult times of my life, he was my biggest support system. He identified that I needed therapy and he did not judge me. So this episode changed my outlook towards him, changed my outlook towards my own mistakes. Sometimes we are stressed about things which do not exist, which are wrong, which are misunderstandings. Focus on me time. That is very important. It is important as you grow up. This becomes more and more important. When you have a family to take care of, when you have a demanding job, when you have ailing parents, life, it is very, very important to find your me time. I was overwhelmed by my marriage. I was very happy about things at work. So I somehow thought that the world revolves around that, my day revolved around that, and I had no me time. So over this period of from that episode till now, at least 10 minutes of me time is mandatory for me to retain my sanity. So on those days, I remember when I was seeking help, so this doctor gave me one simple tip, that just wake up in the morning and go for a walk for 10 to 15 minutes in your society or a garden, or get some fresh air and indulge in it. Maybe this might seem as something very simple, but let me tell you that this trick did wonders. It's been 5 years till now, and I still spend that 10 minutes in the morning with myself. And number 4, indulge in self-care. That is very, very important. Never ever, or I would rather say, love yourself. It is very, very important to love yourself for others to be able to value you, for others to be able to love you. I had forgotten it for a while. I thought that I'm not worthy. I thought I deserved some kind of pain because I'm not a good person. I had this self-denial, self-rejection in my mind. But today I love myself than anybody else. So for me, now myself has become a priority. Even when I have a 3-year-old child, if you don't love yourself, so it holds for a lot of things in your life. If you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself. And if you don't respect yourself, people around, your relationships around don't respect you. And when you love yourself, you start taking care of yourself. And the first aspect of this is you start taking care of your health. And health means physical health and mental health. So when this realization came to me, I started taking care of both physical health and mental health. Today, this month, May, is always known as a mental health awareness month. So take a pledge to love. I have seen this in women that they don't love themselves. They don't make time for themselves. Prioritize yourself. Only then your husband will prioritize you. Only then your kid will know what is gender equality. So this has a bigger picture. But when you prioritize and love yourself, you become a happy person. You don't face such kind of conflicting emotions over and over again. Point number 5, this is very, very important. Meditate. I know it sounds boring. Honestly, I don't meditate daily, even today. But somehow, when I was going through this, a very learned relative of mine told me that why don't you try Shavasana at night? So I was on BP medications then, and I was barely 26 years old. So BP medication throughout the life was a very big thing. So I thought that I googled what is Shavasana, I learned from him, and I started practicing this Shavasana for 5 minutes every night, and I did it without fail for 2 months. And you won't believe, it was magic. There was a sharp drop in my fluctuating BP levels. My hypertension tablets dosage was reduced to half of its power. That's when I believed in the power of meditation, in the power of breathing evenly. So even today, I just do this one simple thing: do Shavasana. So my learning or key takeaway from this is, don't fight and sleep at night. Don't take negative emotions to bed. Whenever I do this, whenever, even today I do this sometimes, maybe in 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, I tend to become grumpy. I cannot sleep well. Stress keeps on piling for days and days and days. So sleep happily. Discuss something positive. Read something good. Take good things to bed. Positive things to bed. Do good thoughts and then sleep. You can also try breathing for 5 minutes in the morning. Either way, whatever works for you. But do meditate. It is magical. And somebody who never believed in it is telling you. So do meditate daily. Make it a practice. So the sixth and the last most important thing, change your lifestyle. As I have told in all my videos, you can watch all my videos from exercise motivation to healthy swaps to good eating to recipes to everything that you can find in my channel. That proper exercise and good food, clean eating is the answer to all your worries, physical and mental health. And anxiety or depression is one of them. People who are prone to such kind of disorders, like me, see this recurring more and more times whenever there is, some stress in life. It did for me as well. When after my childbirth, when he was 7 or 8 months old, back in 2018, so I had to visit my doctor again for this fluctuating BP levels. But you will be surprised that just with my lifestyle change and very minimum medication, which lasted for a week, I could wean it off. I could manage the stress. I could do it all. I don't eat a single hypertension pill since then. Now I don't even get these conflicting emotions. Whenever I get, I go and exercise. And believe me, exercise releases endorphins, which means happy hormones. Whenever I'm feeling low, whenever I just go and walk for 10-15 minutes and outside, take some fresh air and come back. Otherwise, I just go and skip in my home. So just exercise and eat very good food, clean food. You can refer to all other videos on my channel to know how to do this lifestyle change. Now that I have shared my tips, my last concern is that women are more prone to such disorders than men because of hormonal imbalances, because of a stressful life, because of patriarchy, because of the pressures to be able to perform both at home and both at work. All the women face these kind of conflicting emotions. So what is the underlying cause? That we women don't take care of ourselves. So let's all pledge to take care of the women in our house. And if you are a woman watching my video, pledge to love yourself. Pledge to take care of yourself. And if you are undergoing any such emotional conflicts, do reach out to your friends. If you don't have anybody to reach out to, if you are not comfortable to, reach out to me. You can talk to me and I assure that it will be confidential. If you want me to make such videos on mental health week, on personal well-being, or on any other topic, just let me know in my comments box. If you like what I am doing, please click on the subscribe button because it keeps on motivating me. Thank you. क्या ये वीडियो आपको अच्छा लगा तो प्रेस कीजिए लाइक बटन और सब्सक्राइब बटन क्लिक करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिए। अपने फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली के साथ शेयर कीजिए। बाय बाय।